Hi, my marvelous, wonderful, fantastic third graders. Today you are going to be doing comprehension questions for chapter 17, which is right here, and 18, which is on the other page. So we are doing the one question on the other page, and then only two questions on this page. So it's only three questions today. Short and sweet for you. You should have just listened to the chapters today. I'm going to do a quick review in case maybe you listened to them in the morning and you're doing the questions afternoon, or you didn't get to the questions the day that you listened to the story, which is fine as well. Chapter 17 was called Augustus Gloop Goes Up the Pipe, and that is where Augustus is down by the river, the chocolate river, and he's scooping handfuls of this chocolate into his mouth. And he's doing that. Let's see if I can. He's doing that, and he is leaning over, and everyone's like, Augustus, stop. And Mr. Wonka's like, you can't get my chocolate dirty. And his mom's freaking out, and all of a sudden, he falls in. And he can't swim, so he's yelling, help, help, help. And the Oompa Loompas, of course, are over there giggling and laughing. And Augustus slowly gets pulled over further, and he is sucked up the pipe. So there's these glass pipes that lead to different rooms in the factory. They suck the chocolate up and bring them to the fudge room or to the candy bar room, to whatever room they need to be at. And it sucks Augustus up. And the Oompa Loompas sing a hilarious song about how horrible Augustus Gloop is, but it's going to make him great. It's going to make him loved by everyone. And Willy Wonka has an Oompa Loompa bring Mrs. and Mr. Gloop to the strawberry or raspberry coated fudge room, which is where that tube leads, and that is where they will find Augustus. But they need to move quickly, because if he's not in the stirring thing, he's going to get into the broiler, which makes stuff hot and bubbly. That's not going to be good, because Mr. Wonka does not want Augustus Gloop flavored chocolate, because that would not taste good. So they leave to do that. Chapter 18 was called Down the Chocolate River, and that's where they get in this candy-coated a candy boat. And there's 10 Oompa Loompas on each oar. There's at least 100 Oompa Loompas rowing this boat as fast as they can down this dark tunnel. And Wonka's kind of like giggling to himself. He's like, oh, this is wonderful. And all the parents are like, he's batty, he's crazy, he's dodgy, he's buggy. And they are screaming all this stuff because they think he's crazy. They think he's like losing his mind, that he's enjoying this. And as they're going down, they see all these doors. And the doors lead to different rooms, like the whip room or the dairy room, the creams, like dairy cream and whipped cream. And then there's the bean room, where it has jelly beans and cocoa beans. And they are going, and that's where they see that first door, the green door, which has the creams. And then door 71 is the whips. So that green room had been for the creams and so on. I'm going to say that a couple times because it's a hint. And they see all these doors, and they stop in front of a red door. And that's where Wonka says stop the boat, and that's where we end off. And I'm not going to tell you what the door is called, because that's what you'll find in the next one. So going to the questions, you should already have all of these done. And we're on the bottom of that page for chapter 17. And the question is, what happens to Augustus Gloop? I would like you to do 2 sentences there. And I just gave you a review of this, so I hope that you have it, and you should have recently listened to the chapter. So write 2 sentences there. Pause my video here so you have time to write. And then when you're ready, flip the page and move on. Okie dokie. So you've done the question for 17. Now we've got to do the 2 questions for chapter 18. The first question is, what does the expression, he's gone off his rocker, mean? And think back to what all the parents are saying to Mr. Wonka and how they feel that he's acting. So, like, I don't want to give it away, and all my examples would, but if I looked at someone, I'd be like, oh my gosh, they're off their rocker. Think about what that might mean, especially with how Wonka was acting. And all the parents are showing he's buggy, he's loony, he's dodgy. What does that mean? Just one sentence. Okay. And number 2, I said it like 3 times in review, so I really hope you get it. If not, watch the beginning of this video where I gave you this answer. Where did the green door lead to? And I looked that one up because I don't make these question sheets, and personally, this is not the question I would have asked. But it's a stated detail in our story, and we look that you can understand these stated details. So where does that green door lead? And you don't need a sentence, just answer. So I don't want a full sentence. If you want to do a complete sentence, even better. But if you just want to put, it was this room. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to give away answers today. So those are the 3 questions you need to answer for today. And then we will be doing the comprehension or listening to the next chapters and doing comprehension later on. I hope everything's going good and that you are having a fantastic time at distance learning. And make sure you smile because I know it's been hard. Keep up the great work and let me know if you need anything.